Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video, we shall look at some problems that students face when they use repeat until in the quiz game. Now, repeat until is a very powerful scratch block. It's very useful. However, mastering it requires practice, right? So sometimes when students use this in the quiz game, they run into some problems. So I thought it's a good idea for me to put together a short video to illustrate what these problems are and in the process also try to explain a repeat until block a little bit better, right? So let's get started. I put together, as always, a very simple program just to illustrate the problem, right? So now let's say our sprite asks us a question: do people need to eat food, right? Obviously, the answer to that question is yes. Everybody needs to eat food. Maybe sprite doesn't know, so it's asking us and says that if answer is yes, say well done. If answer is no, then say, or if it's not yes, then it says well. Grr, I thought that was easy. Let's try again, right? And obviously, I have put this under repeat until answer equals to yes, right? So what this means is that this question will be asked to me until the answer that I provide is yes, right? In general, until this condition here, right? This condition here becomes true, Sprite will keep repeating whatever is inside this loop, right? So if I see this question, if I see it working, it says Sprite asks me, do people need to eat food? Say I say no, well, Sprite will for sure get angry. It says, I thought that was easy. Let's try again. It's very patient. So it asks again. This time if I say yes, Sprite says yes, well done, very good. That's because it got the answer that it was looking for, which is, yes, and hence it has no longer a need to repeat this whole thing, right? Now, the first mistake that students make, and in fact, it's very, very interesting, kind of catastrophic in a way, because it sets our sprite on a path of what is called an infinite loop, right? So basically, sprite goes into a loop where it keeps doing something again and again with no way to get out of it, right? So it's called infinite loop in programming language, and that just happens if, say, by mistake, you leave aside the ask block from this, right? So let's say I ask this question: do people need to eat food? And by mistake, I say, I do people need to eat food? Yes or no? If I answer yes, everything will be fine because this loop will break. But say I answer yes, I answer no. So in which case now, unfortunately, the sprite is in an infinite loop inside, which is inside this code. So if you notice, it just keeps on saying, grr, I thought that was easy. Let's try again. Grr, I thought it was easy. Let's try again. Grr, I thought it was easy. Let's try again. And why did this happen? Right? This happened because remember, sprite is going to repeat this entire condition, basically this whole thing, until it gets the answer yes. But unfortunately, answer is now stuck to be no forever because there is no provision for me to go and answer once again, right? So sprite has asked me once in the beginning. Since it was not part of the repeat loop, it's not going to ask me again. And as a result, I'll end up with a situation where answer is no forever and sprite is going to be in this loop forever and ever again in what is called an infinite loop in programming, right? So this is something to be avoided, obviously. And the way to avoid it is that just, well, make sure the repeat until contains the ask block, right? Now, moving forward, let's say I had one more question, which was, I'll just duplicate this. Say the next question is also equally easy, and say in this case, I says, do people need to say drink water? Maybe this is some sprite is some kind of from another planet or something like that. So it's asking us all these questions. Do people need to drink water? Well, the answer is again yes, but see what happens, right? Now, let's say, do people need to eat food? Say I answer yes, right? Notice what the sprite does. It says, well done, all right. But then after that, the game gets over, right? What happened to the second question? Why did the sprite not ask us, do people need to drink water, when we think we have been told that sprite is obedient, right? So why did it not ask us this question? Well, in fact, the reason that it did not ask you this question is that it is absolutely obedient, right? So what have we told it to do? Notice we have told it to, again, we have put a repeat until here. We have told it to, we have told it to say repeat until answer is equal to yes. Do people need to drink water, right? Now, notice what happened when the first question was answered, right? Because the answer is exactly the same. So when this first question is answered, I already say yes, and answer contains yes, right? So if answer contains yes, sprite has already got this condition done, which means it's not going to ask even once this question, right? So it's going to repeat until the answer is correct. Well, this time it turns out the answer is correct to start with, and hence it doesn't even get into this, right? So we have told sprite to be doing this, and it's in fact exactly doing whatever we told it to do, right? Now, let's take one more example here very quickly. So let's say, ask, say, what what is 5 plus 5, right? So what is 5 plus 5 and wait, and obviously the answer has to be 10. So if answer is 10, I say yes, and also I repeat it until answer is 10. And let's say the next question is, give me a number more than 2. Let's just say more than 2, right? Now here the answer should be, if answer is greater than 2, right? So if answer is greater than say 2, then it's fine, and also I repeat the same condition here, because sprite is going to ask this ask this question until this condition becomes true, right? So let's see what happens here. What is 5 plus 5? If I answer 10, sprite says well done, all right, but then it skips the next question. Why did it skip? Well, because simply the same reason that answer is greater than 2 is correct when it starts. The reason it's true when it starts, that's because answer is actually 10, right, from the previous question, right? So now the second question is getting skipped, and that's just because of these two back to back repeat untils whose answers are either the same, or basically the previous question's answer also makes this condition true, right? Now question is, how do we fix this thing, right? So well, the way to fix this is using what is called variables. So variables are basically boxes in which sprite can store information. In fact, answer itself is a variable, but right now the problem is sprite has got only one box to keep its things. So whatever you are telling it puts inside this box called answer. But for example, what I could do is to give it more boxes. We learn variables in a later lesson, but nonetheless, so we create a variable. For example, we make a variable, let's say call it, actually I already created this here, so I'll just use this question to answer. I've previously created a variable called question to answer, so I will use that here. But what I can do is that I can go, and when it comes to the next question, first I can set my, say, question to answer, which is question 2, to a value where this condition is not true, right? So I'll say question to answer. So repeat until say question to answer is greater than 2. So when I set it to 0, which means question to answer is holding 0 here, when sprite checks this first, this thing is incorrect. So that will make sure sprite gets into this loop and it asks us a question. And also what I will do is to say set, right? Set, say, question to answer answer. Right now we will talk about this setting a variable, using a variable, creating a variable in a later chapter. I'm putting the video down in the description in case you are interested to look at it. But what this will do is that it will take the box called answer, open it up, and it will put it in a box called question to answer, right? And now the repeat until is based on, so I can leave this answer here, doesn't matter, but it's better for me to just say if question to answer is, say, 2 is greater than 2, right? So what will happen is, because question to answer is 0, so sprite will ask me this question, right? And now it will, it will repeat this until I get the right answer. You can just see it for ourselves. What is 5 plus 5? I say 10. Sprite comes here. Now it says, it does ask me what is, give me a number more than 2, right? So it basically, this variable has helped us here. Say I say 1, then sprite is going to repeat this question, says I thought it was easy. Let's try again. It asks again, because this time, remember, my, of course I can now answer is okay, but now my condition is based on this question to answer. So if I say give me number more than question, so more than 2, I say 3. Sprite says well done, and the program gets over. So notice how by using a variable, which is basically an additional container that the sprite has, this problem can be solved, right? Of course, variables is something we do in a later lesson. As I said, the links are below. So I hope you find this video useful, and I hope you got a better idea of what repeat until does through this. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.